DNC head Donna Brazile went on ABC with Martha Raddatz, and they spoke about Russia and what they did during the election. Let's see if Donna Brazile is finally ready to take responsibility for what we learned in those leaks.
The chair of the Democratic National Committee, which took the brunt of Russia's cyber hacks. Donna, your party was hacked. Some of your emails were included in that. Do you buy the president's argument, or do you think he let Democrats down by not taking a stronger approach?
Well, first of all, I'm gratified that after 7 months, when it was confirmed by our cybersecurity experts, and as well as the FBI, that everyone is now taking it seriously. This was a very intrusive process. The president's party was hacked, not the Democratic Party. The president, he is a Democrat. His party was hacked. The emails were weaponized. The release of stolen, hacked emails caused a lot of confusion. And of course, it disrupted our daily campaign lives. We were fighting a foreign adversary in the cyberspace, the Democratic National Committee. We were no match, and yet we fought constantly. That's why I think it's important that Congress takes a very open approach to looking at what happened, how it evolved, what was Russia's motives.
You're sending a letter to Congress.
Yes. The Democratic Party would like to see an open, independent, bipartisan investigation. My emails were not hacked, by the way. I had a DNC address, but my emails were not hacked. John Podesta's emails were hacked. They were used, they were weaponized to sow misinformation and to sow discord between the Clinton and Sanders campaign. Unfortunately, it happened, but we should learn from this. This is why the president should tell us more before he leaves office, and I also think Congress bears an enormous responsibility as well.
What misinformation, Donna? It was used to sow misinformation. That's what she said. What misinformation? What are you talking about? They just released the emails. That's what they did. How can it, by definition, it can't be misinformation if it is the literal information without anybody's take on it being released. What the fuck are you talking about? No, yeah, I'm going crazy over this, guys. You have no idea. This is driving me fucking crazy. Because now the Democrats have turned into Republicans. This is a classic Republican trick. Let me ask you a question. Back when Daniel Ellsberg released the Pentagon Papers, what was the response from the establishment? The establishment was, you just released classified top secret information. You're an enemy of the state. You're a traitor. This is treasonous. This is wrong. We're going to come after you. You broke the law. That's what happened. So in other words, it's the establishment painting itself as the victim. Little old me? Oh, you released information that showed that I fucking used Agent Orange and napalmed on innocent people in Vietnam, and we killed over a million civilians, and we didn't give a fuck about the savagery and barbarism we were engaged in. Oh, well, aren't I the victim that you exposed that? So not, hey, the victim is the poor people in fucking Vietnam who we massacred. It's, oh, woe is me that you exposed it. That's illegal. What are you, a traitor? What are you, treasonous? What's wrong with you? That's top secret. That's classified. Let's talk about how egregious it is that you leaked it. So let's not talk about what was in the leaks. Let's talk about how egregious it is that you leaked it. Same thing with Chelsea Manning. Hey, look at that. Our soldiers massacred civilians in Iraq. We killed people in the media and then circled around and killed the first responders and laughed about it. That's what video Chelsea Manning released exposed. And they go, oh, woe is us. We're such victims that you released this information. That's top secret. That's classified. You can't release that. We're the victim of a crime. That's what we are. So again, the victims are not the people who were murdered. The victim is us. Oh, the establishment. Oh, woe is us. We're such victims. Every step of the way, this is what Republicans do. Oh my God, the establishment, such victims, such victims. When the reality is, the leaks themselves exposed the true victims are the people that you victimized. What do you think's happening here? Oh, woe is us, the DNC. We're such victims. We're such victims of a cybercrime, and this is unbelievable, and this was used to sow misinformation, and oh, we would have won the election if it wasn't for this, and oh, isn't it terrible how downtrodden and oppressed we are? So don't talk about what's in the leaks. Talk about how the leaks oppressed you. No, you know who the fucking victim is? Bernie Sanders. You know who the victim is? Every single true liberal and progressive in this country. The American people are the victims. Because you were tipping the scales behind the scenes in favor of Hillary Clinton. Donna, you were fired from CNN for leaking questions to Hillary Clinton for the debates. Nobody was leaking Bernie Sanders no goddamn questions. You were giving it to Hillary Clinton. Why? You like Hillary Clinton. You want Hillary Clinton to win. And instead of owning up to your grotesque actions, what do? I deflect, obfuscate, rationalize. I didn't do anything wrong. The establishment, we're the victims. I'm the victim. We're all really such victims. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she didn't do anything wrong. I don't know what you guys were talking about. Except, again, we learned in the leaks that she chastised the media for daring to criticize her and Hillary Clinton. They tried to hide the debates to make it so that Bernie had no chance. The voting times in certain states in pro-Bernie districts were limited. They tried to close as many primaries as possible, and they cheered them behind the scenes because, yes, that means fewer independents, which means less democracy, which means Bernie has a worse chance of winning. There were so many things exposed in those emails that show you the character of the DNC and that shows you the character of Hillary Clinton and Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Donna Brazile. And they're not taking any responsibility. They're saying, I blame you. We're the victims. Woe is us. And even to the point where, again, that's just a lie to say the misinformation. They tried to sow misinformation. What part of the leaks were misinformation when they were leaks of the emails? And then again, so should the DNC and should every U.S. government agency step up their cybersecurity? Of course they should. But it's on you. I mean, obviously foreign governments are going to try to hack. I'm not in favor of foreign governments hacking. But you know they're going to try to hack you. Up your fucking security game. The fuck is this? So, it's such victims. I can't believe Russia did what we all know fucking Russia's going to try to do. And then, by the way, as I said a million times, that's information we should have known anyway. For the DNC, for the RNC, for all people campaigning to be candidates, the same transparency laws that apply to government should apply to those people too. So forgive me for not being so angry and wanting to start World War III over Russia, maybe not leaking information to WikiLeaks that we should have learned about anyway. So Democrats are going to keep losing if they go the direction of Donna Brazile. They're not talking about what's in the leaks. They're not talking about, as we discussed in the previous segment, Hillary saying, I want open trade borders and unlimited, basically NAFTA for every country, unlimited permanent normal trade relations with China, unlimited Colombia Free Trade Agreement, TPP. I want open trade borders. I have public and private positions, so I'm a liar and I admit that. Let's not talk about that, though. Talk about how egregious it is that there were leaks. How my preferred Syria policy kills civilians. How Goldman Sachs is a victim and there's bigotry against the rich. Again, we learned this in the leaks. How she wanted to rig the Palestine election, literally, and now they're angry that maybe not Russia just leaked information from DNC emails. Didn't rig an election, just leaked information from DNC emails. Oh, we're so against that on principle. Anyway, did you guys rig the Palestinian election yet? Spare me your fucking crocodile tears. I can't take it anymore, and no millennials can take it. If you guys stay in control, you don't get it. No, none of them it doesn't matter how many arguments you try to come up with to say, oh, hold your nose and vote the Democratic Party. They'll never fucking vote the Democratic Party. The only way you're going to get anybody, any millennials, any well-meaning people in the country to vote Democratic now, you have to clean house, and the party has to be taken over by the Bernie Sanders wing. If it's not, bye-bye to any chance you had of winning.